Hey there, everybody in the FFBE Global Facebook group, and hello to everybody who sees this video on YouTube as well. Welcome to this week's episode of Askanoldmog, where you ask the questions and I try to answer them in a visual way. And this week, I've seen a lot of questions in the Facebook group about the user interface and how to work it. In particular, the questions have been about like how to upgrade units and how to like get TMRs and things like that. And so I thought it might be good to go ahead and show you how to do that. In some ways it's pretty straightforward, in some ways it's not. So let's take a look at it together and see what we can come up with. So the questions we've been seeing have been things like this. Does anyone know how to door pot units with the recent update? Obviously there's lots of buttons and lots of new things that look really different and maybe are not as straightforward as one might think when it comes to how to use these. And so I will show you how to do that now. Before we get into that, you should know this: all of your door pots and cactars and etc. are now effectively converted into points rather than taking up unit inventory space. The method's basically the same. You'll just be fusing points into your units to level up their stats and stuff, but you can do it now with fewer clicks, and there's a couple little shortcuts you can take. To get to it, you're going to click on Units, Awaken, and Enhance, and then the unit. And so we're going to show that now. And there's going to be a couple of tabs once we get there, and I'll show you each of those. So at the bottom of the screen, you've got Units, and then you've got Enhance and Awaken right here. Notice right now it says half price for Awakenings. And then you can choose whatever unit you want. I'm just going to go ahead and choose this unit, Balthier. There we go. And there's three different tabs. So we've got the Enhance tab, which is where you enhance your stats. We'll talk about that one first. If you just click on one of these buttons that are available, some of these stats I already have mastered for him. If you click on one of these buttons that is not yet mastered, it will enhance it just one step. So like if I just do like Enhance HP, it enhanced it one step. So notice it added 16 HP, and it's going to kind of keep a running tally of how many stats I have gained by spending points. So let's go ahead and do defense as well. 16 points there, and there's a button at the bottom that says confirm. None of our stats are going to go in and show that it's not going to become permanent until I hit confirm. So if you just click on it one time, it adds, just one step. But if you click and hold the button, the ring fills up and it spins as many pots and doors that you have available for that stat to level it up. Notice I still have not hit confirm, so it's not been solidified and like firmed up on the unit yet, but you can just kind of like fill them all up at once, all the way by clicking and holding the button. There you go. Oh, I had enough to master my MP. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and back out of that. It's going to ask me if I want to reset. I'm going to say yes. And that's because I want to show you another way to do that. There's a button there at the bottom. It says bulk enhancement. Notice confirm is grayed out now. If you click on bulk enhancement, it pulls up a window and says, what do you want to level up to maximum all at once? And I've already maxed out my my level, my LB level, and my attack. So if I wanted to, I could I could click some more of these and it would do all of those at once, as many pots and doors as I have. And I could say, I don't really need magic and spirit, but I do want HP, defense, and MP. It'll level those up. So that's kind of an easy way to do that. And again, nothing is going to stay there until you hit confirm. All right. The next tab I want to show you is Awakening and Rewards. This is where you're going to raise a unit's rarity, unlock their TMR and STMR, and over level them to level 130. I've been seeing a lot of questions about how you spend Emperor Gigantars. This is where you do it. So if you have a TMR Moogle or an STMR Moogle for them, or generics or spare copies you can fuse, they'll appear on the appropriate button. So notice I've got this one here where it says Obtain Super Trustmaster. If I click on it, it'll show me some generic Moogles that I have. If I had happened to have gotten him to EX2, I would have a STMR Moogle that is specific for him, and that would be showing up right here as well. But I don't have any, so I can just, I could theoretically just click on two of these and get his STMR if I really wanted it. I don't really want it right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and back out. But the same thing is true about Obtain Trustmaster Reward. I already have his. You could click on it, and if you had generic or specific ones for him, that would be there. If it was a 5-star base unit, then they would be, the copies of him that you have would be right there for you to get his TMR or STMR. All those rules still apply, but Neovision's units are just a little bit different. You can also click on, Awaken to see how many fragments you have towards the next EX level. There's a convert button that allows you to like convert spare copies to get him to the next EX level right away. And it also gets you red pearls when you do that. Okay, pretty cool. But that's how you get various awakenings. Over leveling is the same thing. You can choose how many Gigantars, Emperor Gigantars you want to fuse into him to, just move his level up to 130. The more you go, the higher he goes. So there you go. That's how you do that with all those buttons. And then finally, the abilities is where you can find all the abilities for a unit that can be enhanced. In my case, I already have his Aqua Shot and Mud Shot leveled up to level 5. But you want to also make sure to check both the shift form and the base form. So here's his base form. He's got these two abilities. If I click on Brave Shift, it shows me that he's got some other abilities that I've never bothered to upgrade, like Blizzara and Thundera and Firaga. So like if I click on it, it'll show me like how much it's going to cost to upgrade. And I do have to click on each individual step. I have to awaken it multiple times if I want to do those. I don't really feel like doing that right now, but that's how you do it right there. So don't forget to check both the Brave Shift and the base form for units that have them. Obviously, units that are stuck at 7 stars do not have this, or units that are SLB do not have this because they just have one form and don't have a secondary form to check. But that's really it. I mean, those are the three sections that you can check out. Now, another question that I've been seeing that is kind of similar to this is, what about prism moogles or blank moogle containers? They're basically the same. They're just considered units like anything else. So you just go to the moogle container or the prism moogle that you want to enhance, and then again, awaken rewards to get the TMR that belongs to it. And so like I'm going to scroll down, I'm going to find one real quick. First one that I can find is probably at the bottom. Here we go. Here's one. This is a prism moogle for Marlboro wand. Okay, random thing that I picked. Obviously I have 55% worth of Marlboro wand TMR moogle right here. I can put that into it. That's going to put 55, and then I just have to use some more to get the rest of the way. If you happen to have a blank moogle container, you obviously have to fuse a specific TMR moogle into it, but the process is the same. I don't have any to show you this, but you would just choose the moogle container here on the screen, choose what Trustmaster rewards you want to fuse into it, and then fuse it up the rest of the way with the generic ones to get the TMR for that moogle container. So those processes are the exact same. You just find it, click on it, and then click enhance. And that is really about it as far as the enhancement screen for the user interface. So it's really pretty straightforward. Again, you just click on units, enhance and awaken, and then find the unit you want. If you're going to be enhancing or awakening a unit that's already on your team, the process is basically the same. You can click on them, click on enhance. It takes you straight to their tab, all right, for you to do exactly the same. All that stuff is still there. Just two ways to get to it. You can do the same for a Neovisions unit. You can get to their Neovisions menu to EX Awaken or Brave Ability Enhancement. It'll take you right to that tab, and you can get access to it pretty quickly. So I hope that helps and can help you guys to quickly max out your units and find all the stats that you want to work on. That way you can get yourself strong enough to take on trials and stuff, and hopefully do it in a clean and quick, efficient manner. Yeah, hope that helps. If you've got a question you want to see in next week's video, don't hesitate to drop a comment here or on this post that this is attached to on the Facebook group, and be happy to take a look for you and see what we can't do to figure out and answer some questions and help you learn to play the game. But yeah, see you next week in that video, whatever that's going to be about. And yeah, be good to each other, take care, and see you around.